So we will start with the organizational structure in SAP. So in the organizational structure, at the top we have the operating concern. Below the operating concern, we have controlling area, and underneath the controlling area, below controlling area, you can have one or more company codes. So what is the operating concern? So operating concern is an organizational entity at the highest level. Below the operating concern, you have controlling area. Controlling area is used for management reporting. So controlling area is an organizational unit within a corporation in which comprehensive independent management accounting can be performed. We can create cost centers, internal orders, profit centers within a controlling area. Further, multiple company codes can be attached to a single controlling area. What is a company code? A company code is an independent organizational unit representing a legal entity that is required by law to prepare a balance sheet and profit and loss statement. A company code can normally represent a legal entity. A company code is the lowest organizational level where legally required balance sheet and P&L statement can be created. So now we will log into SAP and start with creating a controlling area. The transaction code to create the controlling area is OKKP. Once the controlling area is created, we will go and assign company codes to this controlling area. So for the purpose of our scenario, I've already created a company code. This will be assigned to the controlling area. Next step will be to activate various components in the controlling area. So as mentioned, within a controlling area, you can create cost centers, you can create profit centers, you can create internal orders. So these are various components like cost centers, profit centers, internal orders, which will be activated in this controlling area. So let's log into SAP. Transaction code to create controlling area OKKP. So AUM1, that is OMTech solution, is in controlling area which has been created earlier, and this we will be using as we move forward in this course. However, for the purpose of understanding, let us create a new controlling area. So click new entries, controlling area, let's give it name AUM2. The providers OMTech solutions. Controlling area is cross company code. So that means you can assign more than one company code to this controlling area. Currency type, click in F4 and we select the group currency for the controlling area. Group currency is set at the client level, at the highest level, which means we can do consolidation of financial statements of different company codes in the group currency. Chart of accounts, do an F4 and we will select the chart of account for the company code which will be assigned to this controlling area. So we are going to assign company code AUM1 which uses a chart of account MKUS. Fiscal year variant, let's use K4. This is a SAP standard fiscal year variant. And cost center standard hierarchy. This is the top node. This is the top node or highest node in the cost center hierarchy. Now, cost center hierarchy concept will be discussed when we go through cost center accounting in subsequent videos in this tutorial. So let's give a name OMTech 2 because one was already created, and press enter. We are going to create this. Save. Does not, should be created. Yes. So we created this controlling area AOM2. Next step is to activate components. So click new entries. However, before that, OKKP, first we have to assign company code to the controlling area. So the controlling area we created is AUM2. Click the folder assignment of company codes. Click new entries and assign this company code AUM1. Now, this company code has been already assigned to the another controlling area which we are going to use. So let's see if there is any other company code. Okay, there is this company code MK19. Let's assign this company code. Okay, now save this. Go back and double click the folder, activate components, click new entries, and now the year is 2020. Now we will activate the components in this controlling area. So as we discussed that within the controlling area, you have these components like cost centers, internal orders, profitability, and the profit center accounting, which can be used. So let's activate cost center. It's component active. Order management, component active. Profit center accounting active. Cost object active. Variances, yes, we need the variances. Projects, yes. Commitment management, okay, yes. Now, profitability analysis, this component, as you can see, it's grayed out. You cannot activate it here. Profitability analysis of COPA is a component which sits above the controlling area. So this component is created at the operating concern level. So if you look at the organization structure, you see at the top level you have operating concern. So COPA is created below the operating concern. COPA is activated in the operating concern. So that's the reason it cannot be activated in the controlling area. Within the operating concern, you can have one or more controlling area. So we created just one controlling area. And within the controlling area, you can assign one or more company codes. For now, we assign one company code MK19. So that's the reason it cannot be activated here. But when we do the profitability analysis or COPA, that time it can be activated in the operating concern. So save it. So controlling area has been created, components has been activated, components like cost center, orders, profit center, projects, cost objects have been activated, and company code MK19 assigned to it. Next step. So the next is we see controlling versions. So in controlling, we can have one or more version. 0 is the default SAP version where you can post actual data and you can have planned data. But you can also create controlling versions other than 0 like P1, P2, 1, 2, 3. All these versions can have planned data. Thus, we can have multiple variations of planned data. So controlling data is stored in versions. Default version is 0. Version 0 is used for both actual and planning. We can create other versions like P1, P2, and these versions are used only for planning. So the transaction code in SAP to create version is OKEQ. You can always use the path also. So let me show you both. If you go to SAP, enter the transaction code OKEQ. You come to the screen where you can create the versions. The other option is go back and use the SPRO path. So let's try it once for our understanding purpose. SPRO. Now you might have noticed I am putting N in this box. So N means it will cancel the existing screen, and after that whatever transaction code you enter, that screen will be open. So N and then SPRO. Click the IMG. Controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain version. Okay, so we come to the same screen, and now let's create versions. So first we need to set our default controlling area. A transaction code OKKS. It's MK14. Let's change it to AUM2, which we have created just now. And click new entries, version 0. Version AUM2. So we can have actual data posted, planned data posted, work in progress posted to this, and of course a variance between actual and WIP. Exclusive use, none. Now save it. So this version 0 is default, it already exists. Let's select this to and click this folder controlling area setting. Also exist. You see the controlling area on top is AUM2 and the version 0 is default, it's already created, it exists. The checkbox plan is selected, that means you can post planned value. Actually selected, you can post actual values. Similarly, work in progress and variances are also selected. So select this checkbox and then click settings for each fiscal year. Now here, these 5 years are system created. So system will create the current year and also 4 years after that. Select the current year 2020. Click the lens details and we can go and enter the details which we want. So copying allowed, yes. Integrated planning, yes. Exchange rate type, we can have a standard translation for cost planning. Value date, we have given 1-1. And version indicator for allocation 0 is okay. Price calculation, click the tab. And you can have the method average price or periodic. Let's take periodic price method. Actual, you can have periodic, plan, periodic, revaluation, select original business transactions, and you can save it. Cost component structure, this will be created in product costing. Once it is created, it can be assigned here. So it will be used in this controlling area version. Save it. So with this, we have created a controlling area, which is in transaction code OKKP. We assigned the company code MK19 to the controlling area. We activated the controlling area components like cost center, internal orders, profit center, and then we set the default controlling area. So you can go to this transaction code OKKS and set the default transaction controlling area. So any transaction that we do in controlling area will be entered in this default controlling area. And then last is what we have done. We have created the controlling version. So for now, we created just one version 0, but you can create more versions like P1, P2, and so on. Let's create one more version. Go back, general version definition, new entries, give like P9. Planning P9 for AUM2 controlling. You can do plan, no. There cannot be any actual on this version. Actual can be posted only on version 0. Post variances, yes. Save it. So you can see the version P9 has been created now. Second version does not exist. Transfer version to CO. Yes. And you see the controlling area AUM2 and the second version P9 created under it. Select it. Click settings for each fiscal year. Click new entries. And now you will have the entry for 2020 fiscal year. Planning, copying allowed, exchange rate type. Let's take P value date 11. It's good. Enter. Price calculation, periodic price, cost component structure. No, we don't have it. During product costing, we will create it. And if you want to use it, we can assign it here. So save. So second version P9 has been created, and that's for controlling area AUM2. So during product costing, we can have our planned cost for version 0, and then we can have a second set of planned cost for the product in version P9. And then when you are running the variances, you can compare your actual cost against the planned cost of version 0 and also against the planned cost of version P9. So with this, we have created two versions. Now in the next tutorial, we will start with the cost element accounting and cost center accounting under the controlling tutorials.